Ah, hello, HRA. How are we today? Oh, we can't find a microphone. Oh dear, yeah, of course. I'm still signed in the other account. Hello. Apologies for the delay in audio there. Just getting my headset sorted out. Welcome, HRA Division 2, Round 2, BAKU. What a race we're gonna have here in Azerbaijan today. I, for one, cannot wait for this. Oh boy, I cannot wait for this. Let me just log into Spotify on this account. We are in then. Alright, let me just load up chat as well. I can say hello to you lovely people watching along from home. How much charge is my game on? Plenty of charge in my controller. Nicely does it there. Let's have a look at the headset charge as well. Plenty in that. Beautiful. We're running nicely today. Running a smooth sailing. Let's just check if my music's overspilling. Oh, good. Oh, how did I spell it incorrectly? Sorry. Hawash. When was this? I know I've got a bad memory, but how ash? Is it how ash? Not how act. Oh my gosh, I've been saying it like that for ages because no one corrected me, and that's how not to throw him under the bus, but Big Man Hammer, that's how he's been saying it. Hawash, Hawash. Rolls off the tongue a lot better than Hawak. Well, I like sound Hawak. Very satisfying. Back at it. You gonna have a better race this time, Andreas, yeah? I know you will. I know you will. Done no practice, need help. 90-degree corners, honestly, just if you're not feeling confident, brake a little bit earlier, prioritise exit. AlphaTauri for the win. I blanked and forgot AlphaTauri in this thing. I thought you were like, oh yeah, Daniel Ricciardo's gonna be angry. No, I wish. Though he's done it before in 2014, but he was in a Red Bull then. But the AlphaTauri's quicker than the Red Bull back then. Just ignore the rest of the field. Yeah, take it easy. After you've had a bad weekend, the worst thing you can do is rattle in it, underprepared, overstressed. Like, oh no, I've got to try hard. I've got to do this. I've got to be on point. For me as well in Div 1, my race went horribly wrong. I had George and I had I had George and I had Maz in my ear. Both of them had clips to give me penalties, and in the end I decided to go with what Maz wanted, because at the end of the day, Maz is my boy. George is new to the league, and me and Maz were teed up to be teammates at one point, so I thought I'll do him a favour, but I think George has a solid defence for that, so we'll see. Before quali starts, I do have to pop downstairs for a bit and eat some dinner. I'll be back in about 8 or so minutes, but yeah, my race ended up in a DNF because I left to fix my force feedback, and when I came back, my car retired itself. So, yeah. But hey, I was only in the net lead. Alright, I'm gonna go and eat. I'll be back very soon. I'm sorry about this, but it's pizza. I'll see if I can take it up as well. Alright, I'll be back. Hello, hello. We have a fastest lap from Hammer Time. 1:41.9. Apologies for me being missing. I ate the pizza as fast as I could, man. And what happened to Hammer? Let's have a look at this clip. Dom being my little admin. Miss him being in Div 2, seeing his title rival from a couple seasons ago. But I think it'll be pure domination in Div 2 if he was still there, let's be honest. Oh! Hello. That's a bit of a... oh dear. That is a textbook caster section moment. Oh lord. That is just unfortunate. Alrighty then. Yeah. Hey, I was... do you think I should get put to Div 2 as well? I mean, I went first. That's saying something because I was expecting to be first, which is probably why I went first, but... cannot wait for this title fight with George. It's bound to be someone else, but that's Div 1. Hey. It's a division exclusive, okay? I know I just said I've stopped talking about Div 1, but hey, me and Hoodie did well in quad. We don't speak of the race. It didn't. No, it not happened. It's going to be just like this season. There'll be 1-2 at the end. Ooh. Trying a new type of alcoholic beverage for today. I'm trying a stout, and this one's a milk stout. It's by quite a serious, good brewing company called Brentwood Brewery. If you live in the UK and you are near the Essex area, you'll know of Brentwood. And it is like a 5-minute walk from my granddad's, so oh, love that they've not fixed the damaged model. But yeah, I highly recommend it. And they got a brewing school called Elephant, and they got some good. They got a marshmallow stout. They got like a citrusy, bro. This stuff is good, and a milk stout, which is weird. Didn't Brentwood play #United? Probably. Yeah. Ash, I gotta agree with you there, my friend. It is gorgeous. I'm not usually a bitter, sort of, well, stouty taste sort of person. I like my blonde light beers. And I like fruity beers as well. Bitter or sweet. But this... oh, like £4 a can. It ain't bad considering it's good stuff. Yeah, if you work at a place that sells Brentwood brewery stuff, they are good. Ooh, getting a slipstream there. I thought, oh hey, side by side down the straight. Let's have a bit of racing. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Andreas goes fastest with that slipstream, helping him to the best time. And he's gone straight on. That's a little celebration as well. Who cares about wrecking the tyres? That is provisional pole. Spoonie goes second by the finest of margins. It's all kicking off here in quali. Every alcoholic beverage, that, I'm sorry, but you need to. Have you tried paint stripper yet? That's a good one. I'm kidding. Please don't drink paint stripper. It's like saying, yeah. Have you tried bleach? Yeah, that's my favourite flavour. No. Don't do that. Including the... I know moonshine's not illegal anymore, but moonshine, wow. Walnut, moonshine. Have you tried the salted caramel vodka from Hotel Chocolate? That is problematic. Whoa! Big send from Raven. He's on it here. Will it promote him up? Hampan. 4th. Sorry, I think Tomboy got into 5th there. Slamming down the gears. Can't take the esports line anymore. It does damage your floor if you do it. Too rough here. Nicely. 3rd gear. Downshift. Clip the inside curve. Don't really want to use it. Uses a little outside curve as well. You can just about get away with that. Flat out for the rest of that. Blasting it down. You want to shift just before the apex there. Beautiful. Shift just as you start to wind the lock off. Least rolling resistance possible means you get the most out of the lower gear. So blitzing it down the straights here, Raven. It has to be said. Let's have a look at the RPM. It was nearly at the limiter. And that's not Raven's limit. We know there's far more in that. But struggling with this game. That is for sure. More cars coming to the line. You've got a Haas coming to the line here. No, it's a Haas coming into the pit. You've got an Alfa Romeo to the line. Hammer time, I believe. No. Wister. We've got someone else set it up, I believe. Hammer. Up to 11th. Hammer time is on it, though. He is on a charge here. Really looking to sink it in one hit here. And get that pole position. On the back of good form last time round. On the back of a win last time round. Raven spin, oh yeah, Masterclass and Raven incoming here. But this Alfa Romeo, kick up the backside, is flying forward here. I'm sorry. Puns just flowing in here. Will Hamilton be able to use them? Blunt force. Smash his way up to the top. He does. Hook, line and sinker. Hammer P1. 3/10. The gap out front. Is there a response for Andreas and Spoonie? Poetically, right in front of Hammer Time is his rival, who will now have all the time in the world to prepare for this final lap. Will it be an Andreas masterpiece? Will Spoonie sneak his Scuderia Ferrari up top? Will we see anyone else top 4 or below improve and be in the fight for pole? Or will it be these three, as it will be all season long, fighting, battling for the pole position? Time will tell, as it always does. Mirror whispers that it's going to be a great story here in this race. Baku, always an exciting one. Andreas struggling with consistency. Spoonie struggling with pace. Hamilton seems to be the most hooked up of all the drivers. A mix of Andreas and Spoonie's strengths. But currently second and third have to combine to beat the current pole sitter on provision. He does not have enough fuel for another run. He will not do another run. And Spoonie about to start the final run here. He's done a double warm-up. He's made sure his tyres are fully prepared, and the Ferrari will blast down the straights here. 1,000 prancing horses singing one hell of a tune down the straight, starting the lap here. Spoonie dives the front end into turn 1. Careful not to pick up understeer, because that wall comes on you very quickly in these updates. Use all the track on entry, right on the white line. All the track on the exit, clip the inside curb. DRS active. Once again, the prancing horses, the stallions kicking down the straight. DRS open, using all the track on entry, braking. You turn in as soon as you're about to hit that inside curb. Use all the curb on the inside as well. It's completely flat here. Careful not to use all the curb here. Bit of oversteer there on exit for Spoonie, struggling with rear end grip here. This is where Leclerc binned it in real life, of course. But Spoonie navigates that section very nicely, not using the exit curb, as you should. He's going to straight line the braking zone just over the white line, opens up the corner. Stuart EA has retired from the session into the castle section. He goes third gear, chuck it in. Big lot of understeer. And now just mechanical grip section here, using all the track on the exit. Spoonie is on a fly here. As we come to the last sector, he's using all of the track here. We go on board with the Ferrari driver. Third gear, clip the inside curve right out to the exit in the Ferrari. Let's see what the sector split is. He's 2 tenths up. He's gone wide though. Spoonie goes wide. Will this record time or will it allow him to get a better exit? Might he even get a tow from the Williams up ahead? All possibilities. Will he do it? Blasting down the straight once again. The Ferrari power unit singing to the song of straight line speed up to 12.4 RPM. Spoonie goes second. That last corner really ruined it. Andreas is 6 seconds down. He will not improve. There is your grid. Barring Ernie Burney, barring Ironland to the line, who's currently behind the McLaren of Andreas and picking up a sweet little tow there. But he's run out of fuel at the line. Still goes P8 though. What a performance from Ironland despite running out of fuel at the line. Ernie Burney to the line. P9 from the Haas driver Ironland. Run out of fuel and still, pardon me, gets P8. Might it have been a top 6 qualifying there for Ironland? If not, but there you go, hammer time. Despite setting his lap earlier, is protected. Andreas messing up the lap. Inconsistency there for Andreas. Slight lack of pace for Spoonie. As I said just moments ago, hammer time has the best of both worlds here and is loving life. Andreas had some more in there. Only positives for the race then. Knowing the pace is there, knowing you've got 2 cars ahead that you are just as quick as, if not quicker. But it all happens in the moment. And in this moment, here and now, hammer time takes pole position for round 2. Poor showing from Hammer. Poor showing from the Red Bulls as well. Matty only setting a lap on the mediums before the DNF. Struggling with the switch here to Ferrari. The AlphaTauri boys 14th and 15th. One on the podium, of course, second place last race. But what could have been for Stu Dog. Johnny R. Oof. It was a struggle last time. Further up the grid, we've got a lot of people who can move up and a lot of people who will want to stop that from happening. And then silence falls over the track. We wait for the signal to ready up. I would like to see your predictions, people. Who do we think is going to take this? I think one of the top 3 in qualifying will finish outside the top 3. And my bold prediction, Red Bull podium here. One of them is getting on the podium. Last prediction. Let's go bold here. 1 safety car. Let's see. Five to finish, says Dom. Wow. I wouldn't count it out. If there's a castle section pile up on lap 1, it's whether they restart it or not. Because ultimately, if you react quick enough, you're safe. But also at the same time, the guy behind you don't react. A red rear wing. Red flag, says Dom. W predictions here. Going bold. Go home. Go for all. Or go home. It's all on Anthony for Dom's predictions. Struggle with my words there. load F123 back up. Here we go then. So glad I've linked up my Spotify. I'm banging to Bell Mercy right now. AlphaTauri 1-2 says Zoo. And a green little. I can imagine Dom just sitting there nodded to that, just like, yeah. Yeah. Williams 3-4. I think we will see. I don't know. I don't want to say it. I'm not saying it out loud. It's a driver who I've always rooted for in this league and in other leagues. And every time I've said out loud that it's going to be a good day for them, they've crashed. Yeah, someone else said it. Yeah, Ironland for Bodie. Touchwood. Touchwood. There we go. Big man Iron. When I saw him driving, even in LSA, I knew he had potential, and he's showing it right now. And there's a lot more to give for Iron. If he hones it in even more as we prepare for 5 red lights, is this the race start? My God, it is. It's lights out and away we go. No formation lap here then. Hammer Time gets an amazing start. Going into turn 1 side by side is Andreas and Spoonie. Someone go flying off there. Huge crash in the background. Cars off left, right and centre. A Ferrari off. Matty. We've got a Red Bull sideways backwards. What on earth has happened here? Hammer's left the session. Hose has left. I'll keep an eye on the Discord, see what's going on here. Yeah, let me keep an eye on the Discord on Gen Chat. Big crashes all up and down. My God, what the hell is going on here? Okay, red flag, red flag. Restart confirmed, restart confirmed. Please leave the session and wait for an invite. Switch to P1 and P0. Invite. Hello. Fine. All right. All right. Settings. Let's play some good music for you. Come on. Get rid of this pooper. Give it. Come on. No, 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 no. Give it. Oi! There we go. This is some high pass music. Like we need hype music here. Nation. What a banging tune. Let's do this. 26 laps. Equal performance, of course. We do have a realistic league. Yeah, we're waiting for performance patches there because certain cars are unrealistically positioned right now. These what it is. Alright. Do you not get the music from... You don't get the lobby music. What? Ah, that's stupid. Damn. Alright then. In that case then I'm gonna turn it to theme. Alright then, we're just chilling here. I think I'm gonna mute up until we get ready. Just to preserve my voice and my sanity. I'll be back once we fire it up. Oh boy. What? Did I get disconnected? The Wi-Fi's not that bad, is it? Although I did get disconnected. How about that? Alright. Back in. Jesus, man. Scared me. Well, here we go then. It's lights out. And away we go. Howak already DNF, not getting to start. Hawak. Or Ash, sorry. Spun off there. That's someone hitting the inside barrier there. Hampan retires from the session after going for a gap on the inside that wasn't there. Chaos erupting at the start of this race. There has already been one safety car and 2 DNFs. Yes, 2. Swister all the way up from 6th to 3rd. What a start from the rookie to this championship. He's done one race here, of course, that went decently, I believe. My memory does not serve me very well. But Spoonie, man, down 2 off the start. What a rocket ship start. What has happened to Hawak here? Hawak or Ash? I'm getting there, man. How Ash? Oh lord, it's a struggle, and I'm sorry, How Ash. I'm trying. Old habits die hard, I guess. You didn't even get to start, did you? I mean, my connection is dodgy as anything as well. Game crashed. I hate that it DNFs you when you leave the lobby. Like, it's stupid. You get a force feedback issue that requires a game restart. It's game over. Nothing you can do. Crashed while you were waiting and it still DNF'd you. Rah. Safety car is out anyway. Let's see if we see any pitters. Soft runners take advantage. No. No one wanting to try and go late. Yeah, this game, the driving element's amazing. But I have to be honest. Now the sheen of new game, sort of haze of blindness of how bad the game is gone. I can see this is a god awful game. Racing, yeah, racing's amazing. But my god, the servers are worse than last year. I mean, listen to them sounds at low RPM, it's so good, but why work on finer details like that when you can't even get the online servers working properly? I mean, removing the feature where you could retake control of a car and add in a DNS when you leave the session. Why? It's just so infuriating as a neutral watching these races to see someone's race spoiled by the fact that EA are too lazy to sort out their servers. It could be a simple fix. Just a couple little bug fixes here and there, because it seems like every single year since 2020 we've been saying, oh, the servers were so much better last game, so much better last game. And they were. It's worse every year. And at what point does League Racing die all out because of it? I'm scared for league racing. Hopefully with next game we are, if you didn't know, next game we are getting a new game engine. So hopefully they fix it, man. But for now we're going to have to cope with the bugs. And we're going to have to race around them. Which is difficult. Because of the force feedback glitch on wheel. Sometimes you have to leave the game to reset it. Yeah, welcome to the Apollo TED Talk. That's been up there for a while, I just haven't read it. Yeah. Honestly, when I got feelings, I'll speak them. And my feeling right now is this game just isn't up to standard. The price you pay for this is, you know, a good chunk. But the thing is, EA don't really care. They've got millions of people paying for this game, hundreds of thousands of people paying £60 each or currency equivalent for the game. It's some people even paying 80, like myself, who got the Legends edition. It's just, why? They release these games too early. They rush them. They get the game itself fixed, but they don't get the servers fixed. Why did we switch from the mid-August date? What? Release date? Why? It was fine in 2017, and it's fine in 2020 being mid-July. I was fine with that. I think that's a great time to release it. Start of the summer break. Yeah, they've collected their money. And they'll get another pump of cash from the Game Pass licensing. It's just a shame. Of F1 fans who've got nowhere else to go on console, unfortunately, and PC have got iRacing, but some people want to play F1 because they want to experience the fastest four-wheeled machines on planet Earth. And everyone does. Everyone who even remotely likes cars knows about F1 and knows about how just insane the figures are for these cars. I mean, you stand trackside and you watch them, they are just electric. It's just insane, but games have been lacking lately on server side. I mean, I'm lagging like crazy in this lobby. There's someone spun there. Swister, no! It's Swister's had an incident and he's spun and he's down to last. No, Swister. Oh man, still waiting for the green from Hamilton. Andreas will look to get the jump, but he hasn't got the jump. Has anyone behind figured out that we're going? No, there's a huge divide because Raven didn't notice. Raven was too busy weaving. He has created a gap. It's really going to help his teammate out here, but it's not going to help him out. Going into turn one, we're going to have possibly a look from Matty on Tomboy. Tomboy runs wide there, and oh, big snap there for Matty behind. Reacting to the incident side by side, Matty with Ironland. Ironland backs out of it, looks to get the switchback, and clipping the wall there was Matty. We were talking about the struggles into turn one. Into turn two, same old, same old. He understeers into the wall. And Ironland is all over him heading into here. Will Iron even look for a move here? That's Ernie Burney having an incident further down. A little hybrid, actually. George, if you're going to be like that. A bit of both. Soon going to be 50-50 in 2026, which is going to be horrible for racing, because we'll see cars running different battery modes start to derate down towards the end of straights, derate and regen, and just have half as much power as the cars behind, which will be dangerous. 500 to 1,000 horsepower is massive. No, I'm horrible at rally games, George. Horrible. I tried to stick to circuit because I get humbled very quickly on rally games. Just can't deal with how narrow it is. Because of my dyspraxia, I do not. Yeah, I like the comfort of ease of wider circuits. In real life, I'll race a narrow circuit all day. But in game, it just doesn't correlate very well for me. So that was the fastest lap for someone out there. Didn't quite catch who. Twister and Ernie Burney have both got comebacks to make. We've seen the start of a pack start to form here. Of cars just outside DRS. Raven now in the DRS. Spoonie, who's struggling. Raven on these medium compounds is coming alive here in the McLaren. He's surefire to start even threatening as Twister has a spin there. He's surefire to even start threatening the likes of Spoonie and maybe even the top 3 here. As wide for Spoonie, clips the wall there. And Raven says, thank you very much, that's mine. And passes the Ferrari, who may have some minor front wing damage. I'd really like to see the off-board camera here. Oh, man. Not even giving me the option for these two. There we go. No visible damage from my end. As Spoonie will look to follow Raven on the attack. Speaking of on the attack, Andreas has closed in 6/10 this lap. His tyre is starting to work far better than Hammer times. And they need to for him to be able to get the jump on the likes of the Alfa Romeo driver. Alfa Romeo, of course, now sandwiching the field in game, of course, just noticed that. What I was actually going to say is they are horrible in real life right now. Whoa, contact! Twister has made contact with Ernie Burney, who's rejoining the track. I believe that was a reset to track there from Ernie Burney. And this has caused a major collision. And no front wing now for Twister. And a full safety car has been deployed. The leaders have passed it. So Andreas might be able to slip into the pits now. Stick a fresh set of hards on and go to the end. Scenes here. Absolute scenes. Oh! Oh, into the wall! Raven! Raven's gone straight on! What's happened there? That was so comical. Just in the background. Raven into the wall. No front wing on that McLaren. He has to pit now. My word, just locking the brakes on entry. Because he was going slower, just so much slower, so much less downforce on the car. And he just took it normally. Cold tyres just turned in and there was nothing for the McLaren except from a bucket load of understeer. And a front wing left in the wall at turn 3. Does he survive Castle with no front wing? He does. See, that requires talent. Drive through for Stewart as well. Stew Dog, the podium sitter from last time. Currently running 13th. Has a drive through penalty. All kicking off. The scenes. Red Bull up to 8th and 9th. Already 2 DNFs, 6 laps in here. And 2 safety cars. There goes one of my predictions. Now, my other 3, that a Red Bull gets a podium, Ireland gets a podium, and, well, obviously the other one will come to fruition if the first 2 don't do, if either of them do, but one of the top 3 won't finish in the top 3. Oh, still not fulfilled, so I've sort of cursed it. Dom's prediction of what, 5-6 cars did he say? That still could come true. Raven into the pits then, changing the front wing. Into the pits as well. Johnny R getting rid of the soft tyres, going on to the hard compound, no doubt about that. Same said for Kai. Gonna put the hard tyres on, go to the end here. There'll be plenty of safety cars. So just deal you in from the back to the front. May have dead tyres towards the end, but hey, if you can make an F1 car wider than 2 meters, you're all good. You're all good. So out the pits comes Kai into P12. Just a no-brainer pitting the safety car in conditions like that. it's a must, really. Absolute scenes. The Raven going straight on. Have drive through for Stewart as well. Andreas's charge put to an abrupt halt. He'll hope for one more safety car at the perfect time. Soft hard for Andreas. Probably medium soft for Hammer time. Hammer time of Andreas battle, much like mine and George's in Saudi Arabia. I was bullying the tyres, and Hammer time was just sitting back, driving his own race. Ultimately, probably lead to victory here, unless Andreas can chuck the front door at him, then Hammer time will go uninterrupted, go back-to-back win here. But there is still just 17 laps, 19 laps on the clock, about to be 18. Anything can and will happen. Always can, always will. Hop up, turn my light off here. Turn my light on, sorry. Because I am being blinded by the lack of light in this room. Which is an odd thing to say. Oh, well, just put my hand on the electrical connectors on my new fan tank. Well, let's not do that. If I bend or break one of them, I am out a bit of money. There we go. My light is on. I'm going to sit and chill as we wait for it to all get back underway here. Still under safety car. Is it in this lap? Oh. The light is off. Safety car is in this lap then. Boogity, 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 boy. Let go, Raven. Get ready to go green again here. Waiting for Hammer time to get going. He's gone. Andreas chases, so does Spoonie. Everyone seems to be staying a lot closer to each other on this safety car restart, bullying the overtake up and down the grid. Here we go then, into turn one. Will any moves be made up and down the grid? Seems like Hammer time is safe with Andreas Island all over the back of A5. I'm sorry, Hammer all over the back of A5 with Island, pressuring Hammer's teammate, but unable to make anything of it so far. Stewart serves his drive through straight away. Hammer is past A5, who must have made some sort of error because he's going to have an Aston Martin breathing down his neck very, very shortly. Who has a little glance to the inside. Further down, we've got a McLaren of Raven sending it there on Johnny R. Great move from the McLaren. Johnny might look to respond back down the inside and does. Raven was going to give him the squeeze, but Johnny said, no thank you, I'm there, my friend. But Raven holding off side by side up ahead here between A5 and Rogue Nico. Matty's out of the race and another full safety car deployed here. Cam gets a 5 for a collision with Matty. There is your explanation for that. And Shorty's race goes from up the window to landing on a nice comfy garden. He's back in it. We'll see how Andreas in this lap. We must. Smart is cool. They're saying that the field is very bunched up right now. If there are any other safety cars, you don't really want to get screwed over. You will have traffic to navigate your hammer times, then you've got to follow. Booney takes to the front there. Anyone else into the pits? Nan and Tomboy sitting there laughing over their hands, both on hards. We've got Ernie, Bernie and A5 into the pits. Kai's early gamble paying off here. He's up, back up to 8th, where he was in or around before a safety car came out. That he decided to pit for hard time. So he's back up to about where he was. Good strategy call from the Red Bull. Technically on the net. He won on the net actually. Even Johnny might be able to go to the end, but it'll be a large push. Kyle will have the better pace over the Synths. The top 4 yet, top 5, sorry, yet to pit. Rogue Nico pitted very early on, but the likelihood of him taking that tire to the end is very, very little. But with the amount of safety cars, it wouldn't surprise me if they're in good nick. Safety car will be in next lap. I'm going to chill a bit. Pardon me. About a lap's time. to go racing again. Oh boy, oh boy. Bit of an odd dynamic in this race. Top 4 yet to pit. Rogue Nico maybe trying to go long, but judging by where he was earlier in the race, lacking pace. So this is going to be interesting. Well played with perfect timing. The search by an F has started playing. Everyone in the search here for the win. Only one will find it. And Spoony will be don't want to convert where he is. Maybe waiting for another safety car or a crash further back to create a gap. Safety car is in the pit lane. He can go, and he has gone. Great start, but it. Oh, I thought an even better start from Tomboy. But Ireland, look at Ireland charging around the outside. Will he do it? Backs off early. Hammer and Nico already fighting it out. Johnny R's made a mistake, down a couple of positions. All as it was up here, side by side between Raven, Johnny R fighting, hitting the barrier there. Johnny R, he's got a poor exit. Kai will make advantage of this and blast past it here. Chaos up and down the grid. Both the Red Bull cars side by side with each other, going down the second straight. Johnny R to the inside, and wide goes Kai. Kai's gone straight on. So Kai out of the equation. And all of a sudden, oh, making contact there. Raven and Rogue Nico. Raven down the inside. Rogue Nico not having any of it. Johnny R now, after being side by side with a sister car that went straight on. Just about can't make his way past Raven. Kai still straight on in the runoff. Has there been some sort of failure there? Or just a mistake in general? How many stops everyone has made? Of course. Everyone's pit except in top 4, I think. Yeah, everyone has pit except in top 4. Side by side, this is Iron Man being passed. Swister gets a penalty. And I'm going to switch it back here to the non-graphics. And a VSC deployed for a little crash with Edveer and Swister. Big moves in this race. Cam, A5. Rogan Nico, Johnny R, Tomboy, Ironland, Hammer. A lot of drivers up big. Kai back down to where he started. He might think it's race over. There's everyone into the pits here. Tomboy the only one not to pit then. Everyone has pit now except from Tomboy. Hammer's being stopped. He's being held here for a while. He will get out in a lowly P9. And fresh softs. We'll go to the end. Hammer now will go on a charge. He sees his teammate as the goal. Will Team Orders be involved at Mercedes? Possibly even involved, as that's a mistake there for A5. Cycling the gears the wrong way for a second, then flustered over this little mistake. Could do with a nice little flick spin here. What on earth is going on here? That was a bit suspicious. We're green again. The yellow straight away. As that was Cam into the wall, I believe. They're all through Castle safe there. Ooh! Ooh, straight on Cam. I have the throttle trace from that. Let me see what the hell's happened here. What's happened here for Cam? He's out. What the hell kind of crash was that? He just forgot to brake. Full safety car deployed and Tomboy can't pit. Raven, Andreas, Stuart, Ernie. Will Edbeard hit as well. Hammer time has been... Can't really say that word on stream because some people might know what I mean. He's been screwed out of this. Hammer time into the pit. Stuart EA gets a penalty for crossing the white line on exit. Advantage? Raven, my god. A net top 3 of Raven, Hammer, Ironland, and Hammer, the Hammer, all the way from the back of the grid, the back of the runners, seeing his teammate at P1 on the timing screens, can now see him just 2 cars ahead. An absolute charge from the Hammer. He has made advantage of these conditions tenfold. The biggest winner of all here, Hammer. And he now has Raven ahead, who will not want to give this up easy. We have an exciting race here. This is our 3rd full safety car. 4th if you include the virtual we had just laps ago. We've been in and out of safety car all race. Pure, unfiltered chaos. And if everyone gets onto the back of the safety car, we'll go green at the end of lap 15, so we'll have 10 laps here for it to continue. Oh boy, anyone else excited? This will save Kai's race as well. Oh, Tomboy pit. This is the best chance he's going to get. That's a mistake. I think we might have used up all our safety cars here. "81 minutes into the stream. It's been a long one. Sorry about the constant pausing. I'm just trying to find some good songs here. Unknown Brain Superhero. Hell yeah. All goes well, we'll be green at the end of this lap. And we will see 10 laps. Yes, 10 laps. Okay. We saw late race carnage last time out. We saw an unexpected name in the top 3. And nearly took the win. Will we see a repeat? Will we see our 2nd different winner in 2 races? It's a statistic I'm going to be following quite closely this season. To see how many we can go. Can we replicate 2012? Or will it be Hammer time? Will it be Hammer time's time? We'll find out. We will find out. Kai out to the back of the field then. Let me start the song. I'm going to start it. We see Kai win. Safety car in this lap. Tomboy will lead the field down the straight into turn 1. We'll have 10 racing laps here. Anything can and will happen. I say it a million times, but I'll say it yet again. Time will tell. Can Tomboy defend for his life? Help his teammate out a bit here. Will it end in heartbreak? Will it be tragedy or glory for the Mercedes team? Will Williams be able to get in there? Will the Aston Martin of Rogue Nico provide to some action, or will he provide a moving chicane for the drivers behind? I'm sure Tomboy will, but we're green. And Raven giving chase already all over the back of Tomboy. Will he go for a move here? No, he doesn't, but he's looked to the outside. He's going to dive down the inside at turn 2. On the current net leader, Tomboy. Oh, spins! No, Raven! He's out! Raven's out of the race! When can this man catch a break? Hammer Time as well, caught up in all the carnage. No front wing on that car. Raven, man, why do you do this to me? The McLaren out. Tomboy has lost positions as well in all of the skirmish, and Ironland into P2. Hold it together, lads. Hold it together. Tomboy, a rolling roadblock for Road Nico now, who's looking to get up into the podium position. Stuart EA, Studog may get a back-to-back podium in Division 2. What on earth is happening here at Baku? Chaos, absolute chaos, and there's still 9 and a bit laps to go. Still so much more that we can see happen. Yellow flags for Hammer Time. He's gone straight on. It's heartbreak for the pole sitter, but it's elation from someone who's moved up 16 positions in this race. The top 6 are moving up big positions. Rogue Nico is past Tomboy now. And Tomboy side by side with Stuart, who forces him off. Tomboy spins. Tomboy's out. Big crash. Johnny R's out in it as well. A5 getting tangled in it as well. He's out. Red flag. Red flag. As Ironland took the lead as well. No, I pray to God, don't give us red flag glitch. Don't you do this. I mean, sure, we can just start up a 25% race. But where's the fun in that? Please, I beg. Please, I beg. There is a God. If there is a God, I pray, I pray. Man, Raven, why do you do this to me? Just put the power down too early. Easily done. Cold tyres. That's killed it. There is what the fuck is this? Wet conditions here. Wow. Wet intermediate conditions then for the restart. What on earth has happened here? I saw the rain blink when we started, but it's absolute chaos into turn 1. Everyone understeering off Ironland. Ironland's got the run, and Ironland takes the lead. Stewart's out of the session. Will anyone go? Ironland's out. Andreas now takes the lead. Ironland into the barrier. No. No grip out there. Hammer Time's moved up positions. And that's another red flag. Wow. What in God's name was that? What the? 5 cars remain then, I believe. What? Let's have a look what's going. Ironland getting hit in the back. Wondering what the hell is going on here. Down to 9 cars. The chaos continues then. Ironland, after being in net lead, gets hit from behind. Sure, there'll be a big penalty for that coming. We go green into turn 1. Andreas leads away. Understeer there for Hammer Time. Nico takes P2. Understeering. Hammer Time up to 3rd. Rogue Nico P2. And everyone understeering. everyone understeering off there. Yeah. Hello. Very much saving himself the carnage. Andreas has gone wide and has hit the barrier, gone straight on. Rogue Nico now leads this race. What in God's name is going on here? Hammer Time's taking the lead. Plus one again now. Priorities. Andreas all the way down in 9th. Hammer all the way down. What on earth? I believe the red flags were in this race, to be honest. That's Rogue Nico trying to fight with Hammer Time. Struggling in these conditions. Andreas retires in the session. We're probably out of safety car allocation. Spoonie will look to make his way up past. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it sort of dulled it out here. Rogue Nico, big understeer, he's hit the wall. There's damage on that car. Now there'll be carnage and chaos, and Kai sweeps around the outside of Swister. Oh, into the wall, Kai. Swister makes contact with him, so does Edvir. What's the damage like? What? What have I just This game is jokes, man. This is absolute jokes. 8 cars left in this race. There's barely 5 laps left. Into the pits comes Rogue Nico. I would have stuck it out. Hammer Time leads Spoonie. And Kai, who has some sort of damage on that car. He must. But he does have P3 Twister though. Looking to get past Edvir. Absolute heartbreak though for Ryan. Iron Hammer has been robbed here. And I say that as a neutral and as someone who really wants to see Ironland do well. And every time it goes well, it just ends up in tragedy. It's not his fault. But I've gone through this streak in real life for a year and a half and it was nasty. Nothing went well. And then I hooked it up once and it's plain sailing from there, and it will be the same for Ryan. He just has to be patient. Stick with it. As Kai gives chase, he has a penalty though. Let's see, it's a 5-second penalty for him. So he's going to try and bolt and pull out a bit of a gap here on lap 22. Trying his absolute best to pull a gap on Edvir. And he has to pull out of that second lap here. Anything is possible. Edvir goes wide, it bumps into the barrier then. Understeer galore for people running dry setups. Anyone who somehow predicted the wetters, there goes the front wing on Edvir. Completely gone now, ripped off of the car. And he will have nothing but understeer as this down the inside. Hammer on Swister side by side at the exit of the corner. Now Ernie will look to get involved in this. Ernie Bernie down the inside. Everyone's struggling to find grip here. Edvir with no front wing will be entering the pits, no doubt, at the end of this lap. Hammer Time leads the way by 3.5 seconds from Spoonie, who's trailed by, where's Kai gone? Kai's into the pits? Why? Why? Stick it out, boss man. Oh well. It is what it is. Now there will be a battle for the lower down positions. Twister and Edvir will be all over each other out of the exit. Ooh, onto the track, everyone's squirreling. Straight on's gone. Someone, that's Rogue Nico going straight on. So we'll see that. Oh, it's absolute chaos further back. Yeah, half the grid have died. It's been absolute chaos. I recommend watching the stream back. As what on earth happened to Edvir here? Backing off, letting everyone pass. That straight on goes Rogue Nico. What on earth is happening here? That's Twister giving up the position to Edvir, making contact there. The both of them, both on it. What? Twister on extreme wet. That is a bold choice there. The out front. Hammer Time leads Spoony 2.2. Ooh. It was quite laggy, Iron. It was quite laggy. Yeah, it was quite laggy. Because that's why. That's Hammer! Hammer's gone! Absolute, what on earth is going on here? There must be no grip out there. And Ernie Burney is up to P3. Would you believe? As if Ernie Burney is up to P3, but he's pitting. Why is Ernie Burney pitting? Is he sticking on full wets here? Alright, I'm so sorry as well, Iron Man, for what happened. It sucks, but still, I'm not sure if we caught it, but I said earlier in the stream that it happened to me for a year and a half in real life, and it was nothing but hell. But just getting taken out, no fault of my own, every race, getting unlucky with cars, with the carts being bad, you know, weather factors wouldn't play to my, oh, just have a bad race. And when you hook it up, trust me. For me, when I got out of the ducts, when I broke it with a win in the wet. And I didn't just win, I dominated. It was like 15 seconds in 15 minutes that I pulled out. Around a 45 second in the wet lap. And it was a flood under my helmet, man. And I did break my voice. Because when you ain't got anyone around you, you can celebrate, you can shout as loud as possible. Hammer Time just taken to the inside and got himself a 3 second. So Spoony now runs in the net lead. Ernie Burney, after pitting, has come out quite a way off of the lead. Not sure what that was about, Ernie pitting. But yeah, when you ain't got restriction of a parent, you know, you live in a semi-detached of neighbours hearing you. You scream as loud as you can when you win. Oh, here we go to the lead, Spoony. I might say Dom's prediction. What on earth? There is no front wing on that car for Hammer Time. I have not seen that happen. I've just zoned out the leaders that have checked out, and Hammer Time's going to have to be careful, otherwise he won't be in this race for much longer. You've got 24 seconds. You've got really 23 maths. 21.4 second buffer to Hammer before he can be worrying. And he's sort of really sticking with Spoony here. They're trundling around, struggling to find any amount of grip here. Clearly, a lack of front wing. Making no difference there to Spoony, to Hammer Time, sorry, as he's sticking with Spoony quite nicely here on this penultimate lap of the race. No battling further back for now. This is closest on track. Hammer Time, there we go, he's fallen off. Edvir retires from the session. He's crashed towards the end of the lap, but he'll be classified because he is within the last 3 laps of the race, I believe it is, for classification on the F1 games, so he will get at least a confirmed P8 for Williams, but points that should have been far more for another driver in their car, but not to be this time. There is always next time. Always. When it comes for Williams, when it rains, it pours for Williams. As Ernie Burney retires from the session. When it rains, it pours for Williams. But when their day comes, they will be unstoppable. Hammer Time not closing in by enough here to take the win. Sorry, Hammer not closing enough to take the win. Hammer Time 3 seconds a lap slower than Spoony. Keeping it on the island, which is All that really matters right now, Road Nico all over the back of Twister here. It's been an absolute chaotic race. 6 cars left. Yes, 6 cars in this race. And let me scroll back to Dom's bold prediction. Da 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 da. Can't seem to find it. Oh. Yeah, no front wing for one of these cars for hammer time. Here's Dom's prediction. I swear it was Dom who predicted 5 to finish. That was the prediction from Dom. And I have to say, it's working out on my prediction of Kai and Ironland getting a podium. In out the blue, Kai getting a podium. Ironland, unfortunately, is out of it. And my prediction of one of the top 3 not finishing in the top 3 is coming to fruition here as well. As rounding the last corner is Spoonie. Well, I would say he's played his cards right, but he's kept his nose clean. And that is all that has won it here for Spoonie. Somehow, in this twisted timeline, Spoonie is going to take the win. 6 cars will reach the flag. Hammer Time with no front wing will come home second. And Hammer Time, if he can keep it clean, will come home third. Wow. What a stupid, crazy race. 6 will reach the flag. Just absolutely mental. Hammer will take P3 though. He'll be chuffed with that. But what could have been for certain drivers up and down the grid. We've seen... God, I must have seen half the cars that started the race in the podium at some point. We saw Raven in the podium. We saw Tomboy. I believe we saw Stuart in a podium place at one. No, we saw Ironland. We saw Andreas. We saw Ernie Burney in the podium place. We saw Nico. We saw Kai. We saw Hammer. We saw Hammer Time. And we've seen Spoon. Most of the grid have sat in the top 3 throughout this race. And that is mental. 6 cars reached the flag. Not bad going for that prediction, Dom. Absolute shocking scene, says A5. 13 cars DNF. That is crazy, and it was crazy. Because there was a glitch when the red flag came out that it started to rain. And into conditions came out. And that has, for me, ruined this race. And although it's still a good race, those intermediate conditions ruined it. What could have been. Goes back to what I said at the start. Ireland still gets a point. So does Andreas. Ed Veer and Ernie Burney, despite DNFing, get 4 and 6 points. There should be 24 more points there for Ireland, I believe. The stars aligned. But everyone getting rear-ended. Getting rear wing damage then A5 as well. That was a crazy race. I'll make my feelings clear that that red flag did ruin it. We would have seen an absolute insane race without. But we did anyway. We saw a wicked race. Yeah, the amount of safety cars sort of split it up, but this has been an hour and 40 minutes of absolute chaos. Questions inevitably there. Yeah, A5 said it before I could. Questions about driving standards will come up. Lots of taps and nudges, people going wide. I understand in the rain, but sending it hard in the wet when you've not done it yet is on dry setups. Yeah. Safety car just kept coming out, coming out, and coming out. Everyone just sort of like Australia round 1 a couple seasons ago of Div 2. Everyone wanted it so bad that they ruined it for themselves. And that will get brought up by the stewards and by the admins. Or nail it into the drivers. And I'd like to as well. That ain't on. Driving standards like that, yeah, it created safety cars and all the excitement and stuff. But at the end of the day, you got to keep it on the grey. And you got to keep your front wing out of other people's gearbox. A lot of people learnt that lesson today. And also aggression. We're all here to have fun. And yeah, some people are here more competitively than others, but caution. Caution. We're around Azerbaijan, one of the most safety car prone tracks. This was always going to happen around a track like this. And yeah, it kept it exciting, but this division can do far better than that. And the game could do far better than that. There'll be discussions long into the night about incidents. I'm sure I don't even want to touch the Discord chat. I bet it's just hell right now. But, you know, I'm being a negative Nancy. The positives. That race. There you go. There's the positives. No, jokes aside, that was an absolute belter. Yes, the red flag sort of ruined it a little bit. Both red flags and driving standards were a bit shocking, but at the end of the day, we saw one hell of a race today. And we will see one hell of a race next week. And with better driving standards, what can be, what will be an amazing race. I, for one, cannot wait. I will see you Sunday for, well, I'll see you Friday if you watch my Twitch for Division 1. Or if you want to watch the stream, of course, do watch the live coverage. Boss Man the Hammer, Mr. Toto himself, will be streaming it. Unless he says otherwise, of course. So Division 1, Round 2 up next. And then on Sunday, I'll be streaming Division 3. Japan's not a great circuit. I don't know, I've had some good races there, my friend. In fact, most of them have been absolute bangers that have ended up in the barrier of a couple laps to go. But that's a story for another time. For now, I'm going to bid farewell. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for racing. And thank you for this league. We'll see ya when we see ya.